In a world of playtime, there comes a time in every person's life when they have to realize they might be kind of obsessed. They might be kind of obsessed. But there comes a time in everybody else's lives when they realize maybe their obsession is more of a passion. I mean, look around you. Seriously, look around here. Some people see this as an obsession. Okay, maybe it is, maybe it's not. Some people, like me, well, we see this as a passion. We see this as a passion here. Most say, Creature Keeper, you are crazy. You are a 36-year-old guy, grown man, and you're playing with toys? Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Imagination Station on a Sunday night. It is absolutely fantastic to have you guys here. I'm so excited to share more fun, wonder, just fun, right? That's what we're here for. Welcome to the entire Litton family. Oh my goodness. I hear there's over 40 of you. And I was telling Finn earlier, this is not a crowd, this is not a group, this is like a movie theater. Right? This is an absolute movie theater. And I literally feel like a movie star right now. So, if you guys want autographs, I'll be signing those after the show is over. But welcome. I am Creature Keeper. There is over 1,500, yes, over 1,500 animal, dinosaur, dragon, fairies, Legos, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Star Wars, Marvel, you name it. Crowd applauses. All right, well, hey, if the crowd applauses right at the beginning, I know I did something right. I have been doing this for just over 3 years. This whole Creature Keeper. But I've been, collecting most of my life. I still have. I am 36, so I do have my original tigers, leopards, lions figures that I got when I was 3 years old from the zoo here in Omaha. So they're downstairs. They're downstairs in a safe that I can put. Yeah, they're like the most special ones I have. I played with them all the time. So. But it is absolutely fantastic. The oldest member is 91 and your youngest member is 2 months. Woo! All right, well, if the 2-month-old has any questions, please let me know. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. I am a walking encyclopedia when it comes to toys. There's about 15, probably 20 companies represented in here now, so this place, every time you walk in here, is like a wonder of stories of just if you're having a bad day, because literally that's what I feel, right? That's what I feel when I walk in here. If you're having a bad day, you walk in here and you're like, okay, what kind of story, what kind of team, what kind of battle? You just forget everything, right? You forget everything else that's going on outside. So that's pretty much that. Let's see here. Hey, Izzy! Isabella has arrived. And hello from Hawaii. Hey, Protator. Just about to go to the beach. Excellent. So many hands being raised. All right, one at a time, one at a time. Single file, everybody. First, I'm going to say that person over there, whoever you are. All right, first person. All right. First question comes from somebody named with the last name of Litton, I am sure. So many hands being raised. Oh my goodness. Uncle Joe! Hey, excellent. That's an easy name to remember. That's my grandpa's name. Grandpa Joe. Uncle Joe has his hand raised. Yes, sir. What would you like to know, sir? I'm a walking encyclopedia when it comes to these things. Before the question comes up, I am a 36-year-old guy who has never grown up, does not plan to grow up. I play with toys, I do videos, I do games. I'm actually working on a game right now that has most of these characters in it. So, oh, a favorite animal. Well, my favorite animal. That's an easy one, sir. My favorite animal is this one right here. And I'll tell you, I've probably got 40. I've got 40 of these. Not this one particularly, but this is my most favorite animal. I absolutely love wolves. I've loved wolves since I was a kid. So yes, 30 years. This little guy is from Schleich. This is a Schleich figure. And for those of you who do not know what Schleich is, they've been around for 91 years. 91 years. They're a German company. They're kind of, I like to say that they are the original animal toy manufacturer, because they started out with horses. They started out with horses. And then the Smurfs got big, way back, and they started making Smurf figures. So it just took off from there. They started doing other animals, and now they're doing fantasy. All this back here, this is all their fantasy world of Eldrador. My favorite figures in the world right now. So let's see. Yeah, no, I love wolves. Tigers are my second favorite. And then dolphins and foxes. I love all animals. I love all animals. There's really not one that I don't like. Let's see. Finn, gonna be right back getting some food. I've got about 40 people watching you while I'm gone. Well, alright, I'll be on my best behavior. Let's see here. Hey, Duke. Duke is on. How's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. Awesome. Awesome to have you. If you guys hear a strange sound in the background, that's my fan. It always gets really hot in here because I'm on the top floor of the house. And it's incredibly hot outside. It's insane. It was about 95 today. Heat index probably close to 100. And it's been humid. Oh my goodness. Very humid. Oh, happy 4th of July. Oh my goodness. Yes, happy 4th of July, everybody. Happy 250th birthday, America. That's awesome. I can't believe it's been 250 years. Woo! Not that I was there at the time of the signing of the Declaration, but you know what I mean. No, I'm such a history buff. I love American history. I love medieval history. If I wasn't doing what I'm doing, I would actually be a history teacher right now. I would totally be a history teacher, either high school or maybe even college. Maybe even college. Duke, what's up? Hey, yeah, not too much, not too much. Just hanging out, hanging out. I got the entire Lytton clan watching me, which I'm not entirely sure if that is the most amazing thing or if I should be absolutely terrified. Nah, it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen, even though I can't see you. Never mind. Uh, yeah, anybody else got any questions? I know Finn's not there at the moment, but uh, if anybody's got any questions, you can go steal his phone and type a whole bunch of messages. If anybody wants to know where I live, I am up in Nebraska. The pretty much the middle of nowhere America. um, I've lived here pretty much my entire life. A couple years up in Minnesota, but been here pretty much the whole time. And it's funny because when when Finn first told me that he was going to Florida, I thought he was just going to be around like 7 or 8, members of the family for 4th of July. And then he said, what was it? Last, is it Friday? No, it was last Monday, I believe it was. He said, oh, yeah, there's 30 people here. I'm just, I almost choked on my own saliva. I'm like, wait, what? There's 30 people? How in the, whoa, okay. And then he told me tonight, oh yeah, there's gonna be over 40 people. I'm like, and I thought I had a big family. There's 35 members in my family, just us. I mean, it's insane. Um, who is my favorite Star Wars character that I have? Oh boy. I mean, you know, this is gonna come as a shock to a lot of people, but I'm a huge, ever since I was 6 or 7, I am a huge Stormtrooper fan. I absolutely love Stormtroopers, Snow Troopers, Scout Troopers, Sand Troopers, anything, right? Anything like that. Um, I know they can't hit anything, but their costumes, their armor, their uniforms, they're so cool. I've always loved. Like I saw Star Wars, I think I might have been 7 when I first saw it, and I fell in love with Stormtroopers right away, almost immediately. And I have a lot. I have quite a few Stormtroopers. If you can see, right here, those are all Stormtrooper like army men type characters. Um, I think it was called. These guys have been out a long time. Unfortunately, they did get discontinued about 10 years ago, which is really annoying. But these guys are called Star Wars Command. I think it's just Command. Uh, there's a whole bunch of different ones. They didn't come out with ones for the new, you know, sequel movies, which I think would have been really fun. But there's quite a few. There's quite a few. So we got Emperor Palpatine. Emperor Palpatine. His hands are blue because he's about to shoot electricity out at Luke or Darth Vader. So they're the same height as army men, you know, the old school plastic army men guys, and that's why I love them because I collected army guys for years as a kid. I I don't even know how many I had. Oh my goodness, I probably had a few hundred at least. But now I've got all those guys and I love stormtroopers. I love clones. So those are probably my favorites. Those are probably my favorites. Let's see. North Dakota. Woo! I love North Dakota. I used, like I said, I used to live up in Minnesota, so I used to live closer, closer to there. Their winters were brutal. The winters were brutal in Minnesota when I was there. That was a good 25-ish years ago, but yeah, you know. Anybody got any other questions? I bring it on. Bring it on. I always say, you know, if there's an animal that you guys really like, and it can be real, it can be fantasy, it can be Star Wars, it can be Lego, it can be whatever, I probably have it. Not to pat myself on the back or anything. Let's see. I am in Arkansas, not in Arkansas. You must be standing on the border of Arkansas, Duke. You step over the border. Okay, I'm in Arkansas. You step over again. Okay, I'm not in Arkansas. And you just keep going back and forth. I've always wanted to do that. Hey guys, look. I'm in two different states. Like Utah and Nevada. You know, the four corners. Let's see. What are the newest figures that I've gotten? The newest ones. There is this little guy. And this little guy is the brand new from Schleich, just came out. It is a little German Shepherd puppy. Hopefully you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah. I love this little guy. They also came out with this one a couple years ago. Let's see. I think it says 23 on it. Should say 23. Yeah, there it is. So this is the older one. This is the brand new one. So now I finally have both. Both puppies. I also have the adult. And the adult has been out for a little while now. Most of what is represented in here is Schleich or Safari Ltd. There's also Mojo, Mojo. There's Papo, Toy Many. Goodness, there's Mattel. There's Lego. There's you guys might think I'm a little bit crazy. All right, you guys might think I'm a little bit crazy. Oh. I'm back. Just got a couple wings. It took you that long to get a couple wings. Had to make sure they were the right ones. So you guys might think I'm a little bit crazy, although most people already do. I'm 36 years old, okay? But I have this chair that the camera is on. I have probably 50 Beanie Babies and stuffed animals. I'm such a kid. I am such a kid. And no, I'm not kidding. All right, do you guys want a little entertainment? And if anybody knows what kind of entertainment I'm talking about, you guys are about to be shocked. So for those of you who do not know, I am a voice actor, okay? In my own right. How Hollywood or DreamWorks hasn't gotten a hold of me, I have no idea. But I sang bass in choir for 8 years, okay? I still sing bass. But I can be the all-powerful hero. The all-powerful overlord, yes. Do not dare come any closer. These hands know how to spread fire. So that is about as deep as I can go. Now here's the most amazing one. Everybody sitting down. I hope you're all sitting down for this one. Now, before I do this one, again, I sing bass. I have a very deep voice. But I also have 6 older sisters. Okay? That's part 1. I have 6 older sisters, and I have no brothers. I'm the baby. I am the baby. 6 older sisters, so I heard their voices every single day for years. And one of my hidden talents is when I hear a voice, I can memorize that voice. I can remember it. And then I practice it over and over in my head until I get it right. So that's kind of how I do it. That's kind of how I do all my different voices. Now I'm much better at coming up with voices that I do on my own, right? My own style. All right, here we go. Now, if you know what's coming, here we go.
Are you sure? No, I'm not entirely sure that you quite understand where this is going. I mean, if I was to do a voice like this, I mean, it would be absolutely insane, right? Please tell me that I'm wrong. Am I? I hope not.
I have a feeling the entire Litton family just, all their eyes just blossomed. I have a feeling everybody just dropped all their plates like in complete shock. That was me. That was me. There is nobody else in this room with me. I was not miming. No, I was not. There's no recording in here. Nope. That was me.
Yeah. What can you do? What can you do?
That is probably my most famous. That's probably my most famous one. Yeah, save the best one for the beginning. Save the best one for the beginning. Again, how Hollywood hasn't discovered me yet. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I could be a little kid, you know? If I could be a little 10-year-old kid, yes, I could, okay? Please, sir, can I have some more?
More? You want more? No, you don't want more. You won't get anything. No. It's my villain. A little kid going into the villain. And I'll give you a little secret to my success, if you will. I think my uncle's eyes are on the floor. Well then, let me know if anybody else's eyes just pop out, and I will give everybody a minute to collect themselves. I think my uncle's eyes are on the floor. Yeah, I tend to shock a lot of people with that. But trust me, oh, trust me, there are many things there. And I don't do that one all the time. I don't do that one all the time because it does get my throat a little bit. But that's one of my more oldest character voices is the villain. Only if you were here with us, Keeper. Did. I would love to be there with you guys right now. I really would. Oh, it's one of those things, like, just so everybody knows, Finn posted a picture of the food, and I thought, man, that looks just like my family's Christmas when all 35 of us get together. Oh, I say 35. Soon to be 36. Yes. I found out a couple months ago that I am going to be a great uncle for the first time. a great uncle, one of my nieces. She just got married. Oh goodness, October of 24. No, September of 24. Right. Uh, I have been so excited because I knew one of my nieces was probably gonna have a baby this year, and so there will be 36 of us. It's crazy. It's crazy. I did not plan on having a family this big 15 years ago. If you want to come, the only exception is you have to enjoy 1 or 2 bottles of wine. Hey, I actually do love wine. I actually do love wine. Certain ones I love more. Maybe you can pass with one. We're definitely drinking family, not in a bad way. Hey, I do like me some wine. I am good with that. I am good with that. All right. What other voice should I do? What other voice? Danger, danger, overload. What do you need from me, master? Do you need me to clean out your gun, sir? No? Yes, master. Very well. Let's see, that's my little robot. Hey, Dr. Space Monkey is on. How's it going? I have got like just a ton of people watching, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's see. What? What do you want? What? What do you want, Cracker? Anybody snore? Oh, my aunt wanted to know, is this a part-time gig? Yeah, so this is pretty much what I do. This is pretty much what I do. This was kind of a part-time thing at first. This is kind of a part-time thing at first. When I did my first video, okay, when I did my first creature video, just over 3 years ago, I I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, right? I just had an idea. Said, hey, I can do all these character voices. I got all these figures. And I kind of want to put those together, right? I want to put those together. And I put my first video on. I thought, hey, if it gets 50 views, awesome. I looked the next morning, and it was at 350 views. My first video. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. So I thought, you know what? This could actually be something. This could actually be something. And I pretty much ran with it. And I kind of lost focus on everything else that I was, doing in life. And I pretty much do this full time. Right now, I'm really trying to make this full time in such a way that I'm getting paid. I need so many hours, like 3,000. So hey, if anybody wants to, put one of my videos on for like 10 hours straight, just put on a repeat. That's awesome. So yeah, this is pretty much what I do full time. I try to put on like 5 shorts every single day. And by shorts, I mean like 1 minute. 1 minute shorts. So very easy to do. A lot of times I'll just do a fun AI video with one of these characters, and those are only like 9 seconds. So yeah, it's very easy to put on a lot of videos every single day. And I'm also live 4, maybe even 5 times a week now for 2 hours each time. So, but I'm loving it. Like, 4 of my nieces, if you guys watch the videos and you hear a girl's voice, that is definitely not me. I can do a girl voice, obviously, but I'm not a girl. My nieces, my four youngest nieces, have done their own videos, have done their own voices for a lot of these characters, and they absolutely love it. And that's what I'm trying to do is get more kids involved, right? Get more kids involved, doing their own voices, having fun, being creative, all that good stuff. So, there you go. Yeah, no, that's a great question. That's a great question. Yeah, no, it's a full time. It's a full time thing. I mean, I was given a tour. Oh goodness, what was this, like 4 months ago now? I was giving a tour of the entire collection because what you see behind me is just a tip of the iceberg. So, oh, you actually have a bunch of kids watching you right now. All right. Did you just invite like all the kids from around the area and now you got like 100 people? I love it. I love it. You know, and so I was giving it live about 4 months ago, and one of the viewers, he's from England, he was asking me, man, if this is what the creature room, which I call the imagination station, if that's what it looks like, what in the world does your bedroom look like? I just burst out laughing. I was like, "Oh, you want to see my bed? Okay, turn around. There's my bed. Okay." He's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." You live it? Yeah, I live in here. This my bed is literally right there. this I wake up in here every single day. I go to bed in here every single night, and I love it. I love it. So many people have asked me, "Are you sure you want to have all those eyes staring at you?" I'm like, "Well, the light's off, so I can't really tell." Let's see. You got some of my kid cousins, nieces, nephews, all that good stuff. Woo! Yeah. Hello to the nieces and nephews of Finn. Welcome to the Imagination Station. If you guys like toys, I got you covered. I'm a 36-year-old guy who never grew up and does not plan to. And this collection is growing. Oh yeah, it's still growing. I've actually got a little shelf section right here that is completely empty. That's going to get filled up. It's going to get filled up. So I should let you guys know. I should let you guys know that the reason that I do this, and really it kind of goes along with that question of, is this part-time or full-time? And it's full-time because when you turn on the TV, what do you see? You see chaos, right? There's so much going on in the world right now. And so many kids are having to grow up around that, seeing the chaos that's going on, right? You cannot deny that there's so much going on just in this country. And what I'm trying to do is instill the creativity that kids don't have to worry about what's going on out there, right? They don't have to worry about what's going on out there. I want kids to walk in here or their own toys or whatever and say, what can I do with this? What kind of story, what kind of team, what kind of battle could I do with these characters? No matter what they are. No matter what they are. They could be a Hot Wheels car and a Lego person and, I don't know, an elephant, right? I don't know what kind of story you're going to make with that, but that's what I'm trying to instill, is that creativity, that what if, right? It's that what if of, hey, what if I had a red Chinese dragon, a phoenix, and a cocker spaniel? What could you do with that? That's what I'm trying to get instilled in kids, no matter how old you are. You could be 91 years old, right? You could be 91 years old. And if you have an idea, if you want to be creative, absolutely, please go for it. Because imagination is going away in this world, and I'm trying to keep it going, right? I'm trying to keep that creativity, the imagination instilled in this world so that kids, when they grow up, don't forget who they are. They don't forget who they are. Because let me tell you this. I've said this before and I'll say it again and again. The moment that we grow up and forget who we were as a kid, we forget everything. We've already forgotten everything. The moment that happens, we lose ourselves. We lose ourselves. And I was a kid once, right? I was a kid once. And so many times because my mom homeschooled all 7 of us. She homeschooled all 7 of us, which was absolutely incredible. But she would find me sitting on the floor playing with Lego skeletons, right? Playing with cars. You know, even if I was supposed to be doing schoolwork, I was just having fun. You know, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with having fun for the rest of your life, right? Absolutely nothing, right? If somebody tells you you need to grow up, tell me that. Tell me that somebody said that, and I'll say, you know what? You do have to grow up in this world. You do have to grow up. But that does not mean you forget who you are. That does not mean you forget how to be a kid, how to be creative, how to just tell stories and make believe and pretend. Because, I mean, let's face it, if there's no creativity in this world, seriously, what are we doing? What are we doing if we don't have creativity in this world? Somebody please answer me. I've got all day. I've got all night. I mean, I could walk in here and pick out 20 characters of any kind to do anything with. You know, I could have a T-Rex team up with Darth Vader. What if? What if that happened? Yeah. What if T-Rex and Darth Vader were friends with a rattlesnake? Yeah. That's the fun part. That is absolutely the fun part. So, that's why I do this. That's why I do this. In case anybody had that question. and I'm going to say this. Anybody who tells me to grow up, I'm just going to tell them Hulk's famous line. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. So there you go. Don't tell me to grow up. You stay young. There you go. Alright, anybody else got anything? Beautiful keeper, absolutely beautiful. I love it. Who do we got here? Hey, 1899, how's it going? Not too much, just hanging out. Yep. Got so many, always have so many creature friends that join us every single live. I love it. And I'm not usually live on a Sunday. Actually, I have never been live on a Sunday. But thanks to Finn, y'all can thank him for this. Because once he said, hey, my whole family's together and we want to watch you, I'm like, it's Sunday? You do realize it's a Sunday evening. I've never been live on a Sunday. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. I'm good. How about you? I am good. Yeah. It is blazing hot outside, but I'm good. 4th of July. 4th of July was good. Yeah, no, we actually, my mom and I met one of my sisters, her husband, and their daughter out at a parking lot just in the western part of Omaha. And they put on this huge fireworks show at a golf course. Oh my goodness. It was only 15 minutes, but my goodness gracious. That was absolutely amazing. That was absolutely incredible. So yeah, other than that, there wasn't a whole lot. There wasn't a whole lot going on here. So yeah, hopefully everybody's 4th of July was amazing. Oh, I was just watching fireworks from the campus since people were launching them. There you go. There you go. It was funny because my sister brought their dog, and she's like a beagle, wolfhound. I keep hearing something different all the time. But anyway, uh, they brought her because she probably wouldn't have done well by herself in the house. So with all the fireworks. But anyway, she did pretty well. She did pretty well. Although there were fireworks going off behind us, to the left of us, the big show in front of us, just all around. And all of a sudden she starts barking. And we're like, there's no dog over there. Just trying to figure out, okay, there's people, they're playing frisbee. I'm like, there's no dog. But then I realized there's a group of people in the parking lot that are sending off those loud whistlers. And that is what she was barking at because she thought every time they went off, it was another dog. It was another dog barking really loud is what she thought. So she was barking back and wanting to go chase that dog. So we're like, Zelda's her name from Legend of Zelda. We're like, that's not a dog. That's a firework. She didn't believe us. She did not believe us. Nope, she wanted to take off, but that was funny. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good. Yeah, hopefully the next 250 years of America being around will be absolutely spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. My parents have a really cute Rottweiler named Morris. That's a good name. That's a good name for a Rottweiler. I love it. People have often asked me if there's any animal that I don't like. I'm like, not really. I love all animals. I mean, there's a lot of bugs I could do with it, obviously. I think that goes for everybody. There's a lot of bugs I could do without. And I am one of those weird people. I'm one of those weird people who actually loves spiders. I know. You can all throw tomatoes at me, but I actually love spiders. And yes, I actually love snakes. I mean, this right here, I know everybody's gonna be like, whoa, what are you doing holding a snake? Well, don't worry, this isn't actually real. But this is from Safari Ltd. It's an albino python. And I know, I mean, look at the detail. Looks like he's about to move at any second. I mean, look at those eyes. This is one of my favorite figures just because it is so lifelike, so realistic looking. I mean, my goodness. It's insane. It's insane. I absolutely love this snake figure. People have asked me if I have an anaconda. Yes. Not a giant one, per se. But yes, I do have an anaconda. Also from Safari Ltd. And here's a little fun tidbit. So Safari Ltd has been around for over 40 years. And they are actually based in Florida. So anybody who's, of the Litton family who lives in Florida, go up north. They've got their headquarters up there, and there's 3 stores called Toytopia. You're going to have to look them up because I couldn't tell you off the top of my head where in Florida they are, but they're up north. So yeah, Toytopia, Safari's got just a boatload of animal figures, dragons, cryptids. If y'all know Yeti, werewolf, Mothman, Bigfoot, they got all those. So there you go. There you go. Oh, I gotta ask. Unless it. First things first. Anybody else have any questions before I say what I was about to? Anybody else got any questions? And if you want to absolutely call me insane for loving snakes, yes, you can do that. And one thing I'm really wanting to do, is what I hope is that in time, because I am single, in time, I really hope that the girl that I meet loves this. Loves what I do, wants to be a part of it. Because my goodness, you cannot walk in here and say, this is absolutely ludicrous. This is ridiculous. You can't say that. But yeah, anybody got any other questions? And let me know if there's a lag, because I've been having that problem. A lag for some reason. Not 100% sure why. Not really anything I can fix, unfortunately. I'm on for another hour or so, hit me with it. Come, don't be shy. Come now. Don't be shy. Step into the light. If y'all know what that's from. One of my favorite villains from a movie of all time is Smaug the dragon from The Hobbit. I absolutely love Smaug. One of my favorite... I love dragons. I love anything fantasy. So, although I'm beginning to wonder if there's no questions, everybody's still completely dumbfounded that I can talk like a girl. I understand. I understand that completely. I'll show off a few more characters here. Here we go. So this guy's from Eldrador. This is Schleich's fantasy world, right? Fantasy world. There's 5 different factions: lava, ice, jungle, stone, and shadow. They have some of the coolest epic characters I think I've ever seen. So if you're anybody who loves fantasy and you love toys and you want to just keep playing for the rest of your life, these guys, absolutely these guys will do it for you. And I know there was somebody in the Litton family who was a big fan of Schleich and Eldrador, and I'm pretty sure he would love these. Pretty sure he would love these. This is the Fire Tiger. One of the coolest things to do is to get multiples. I absolutely love getting multiples of particular figures because I love big battles. I love big battles in scenes or books. I love creating them. So, yes, the Fire Tiger. I've actually got 3 of these. And so there's lava dragons, there's fire scorpions. As you can see behind me, there's an ice dragon, there's a blizzard bear. This guy right here. Who do we got? Hey, John Johnson Worth 67. How's it going? So I didn't know if you know. Ugh, it's gotten stuck. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I didn't know if Schleich was gonna make an ice version of this, but this character right here is a firehound or a hellhound, if you want to call it what it actually is. But it's got two heads, and I didn't know if Schleich was ever gonna make an ice version. So I took another firehound that I had a couple years ago, and I painted it to look just like ice. Oh yeah, no, Johnson, Finn, who's a moderator, his entire family is watching. His entire family is watching right now. Yeah, it took a little bit, to get all the paint, just perfectly. I mean, it's all silver and blue. Anything you see as silver and blue, I painted over the red and yellow and orange to make it look like ice. And I made the teeth silver, Pretty awesome. I love how this one turned out. And who knows? Maybe Schleich will make an actual ice hound in the future. And it'll look exactly like that. I'm just saying. Let's see here. That makes me jealous. I want to go to 4th of July party. Oh, man. They are fun. I mean, around the right people, yes, of course. But I love 4th of July parties. I was downtown, downtown Omaha some years back, and there was just thousands of people. One really fun 4th of July. I'll tell you the story real quick. One really fun 4th of July was about 12, 13 years ago. Okay. One of my sisters and I were downtown, okay? We used to have this baseball stadium right next to the zoo. And we were out on this bridge over the interstate, that goes into Iowa. And we were watching the fireworks, right? Up from the zoo. And it was a perfectly clear night, right? It was perfectly clear night. And I saw lightning off in the distance in Iowa, right? That's east. Usually storms don't go east, so I'm thinking, okay, we should be fine. Apparently not, because 5 minutes later, that storm rolled in so fast. Everybody got poured on. My sister and I had walked like 2 miles from the car with chairs with all of our stuff, and we're sitting there with hundreds of people, and we got absolutely drenched. So everybody had to run, right? We had to hightail it back to our cars, and again, we had to walk like 2 miles. One of the streets, okay, so we're walking this way, but one of the streets going this way, all of a sudden started flooding. That fast. It started flooding. We walked through probably 3 or 4 inches of rain back to the car. And there were times I actually really had to, steady myself, because that current, it's just a normal everyday street in a neighborhood. But that current was going so fast because it was raining so hard. We got back to the car and just looked at each other like, well, that was eventful. Like, I have never seen that. That was one of the more memorable 4th of Julys. Yeah, very, very memorable. Let's see. Oh, I live in a super boring town in Arkansas. We don't have any fireworks. Yeah, there were times I wish I lived in a small town. I would love to live in a small town. Uh, Relaxing music. How's it going? Yes, you live in Arkansas as well. That's marvelous, marvelous. Let's see here. I want to check something real quick. All right, cool. Hey, yeah, that's right. You grew up in Arkansas as well. All right, who here did not grow up in Arkansas? Just me. All right. Everybody grew up in Arkansas. I do have an aunt and uncle down in Sherwood. Sherwood, Arkansas is just a suburb south of Little Rock. We got 2 or 3 moderators on. Booyah! Booyah! Nothing crazy is gonna happen tonight. That's right. Yeah, what, Finn, from your entire family, who's the most loved Star Wars character? Who's the most loved Star Wars character out of your entire family? Like, do 20 of them love Qui-Gon Jinn? Do 5 of them love Darth Vader? You know, something like that. Ah, Hot Springs. Oh, yes, I know Hot Springs. Traveled through there a few times. My grandpa actually used to live in Truth or Consequences, TRC, New Mexico. That's literally the name of the town, Truth or Consequences. And it was called something Springs before it was called that. And because they still have geysers. They still have geysers there. Oh, Jonesboro. I know that one too. Yeah, Jonesboro. Yeah. Traveled through there a few times too. Like I say, my aunt and uncle and 2 of my cousins live there, just south of Arkansas. Arkansas. Oh, I was doing character voices. Okay, I was doing character voices, and I almost completely forgot to do this one. All right. So I hear, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I heard from a very reliable source named Finn that the Litton family might be a little bit Irish, a little bit Scottish. Yes? You can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that you might be able to understand what I'm trying to say here. Yes? Alright, it's not that hard. You just got to get a little bit of the tongue movement. Alright, please. Yeah, get a little bit of Scottish in you. Hey. What? You don't think I'm going to be able to do a Scottish accent or an Irish accent? Well, that was just unfortunate. The crazy thing is I've actually never been there. Never been to Europe. But, you know, there you go. I've actually never been to Europe. I've never been to England. I've never been to Ireland. But I've watched so many British shows that I know how they talk. I understand. And again, I memorize how people talk. So it's my exact same voice. It's just a higher pitch. You know, it's just a little bit of a different pitch. It's the same voice, though. That's one thing, big thing that I learned from being in choir for so long. But that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorites to do. 2 of my younger nieces one time asked me if I could do a female voice mixed with an Irish accent. A female voice mixed with an Irish accent. And I said this.
What? Well, alright. Alright. It's not very hard. Yeah. If you really want me to. Alright. You can just get on down to Galway. Yeah, they got a little Irish pub down there. A little fun place to be.
The guy's voice is a little bit easier to do with the accent. And so many times when I'm talking to people, I suddenly realize that I'm talking in a Irish, Scottish, or even Australian accent without meaning to, because I've been doing these voices for so long. Some of them just all of a sudden come out, on the spot, on the fly. Um, let's see, another voice I can do is the villainess, the female villain. Okay, the villainess. All right, here we go. So again, it's the same voice.
It's the same voice as this one, but it's just a little bit deeper. Please, please come in and make yourselves at home. Make yourselves comfortable. I'm sure dinner would be served momentarily.
Where do I reside? Omaha, Nebraska. Yep. Right on the Missouri River. I am right on the Missouri River, one of the biggest rivers in America. My voice is very nasally. It's funny because a lot of times I wonder if people can understand every single voice that I do in all the videos. Nobody's ever had to use closed caption. I'm just saying. Nobody's ever had to use closed caption. I must be doing something right, because I thought for sure somebody would have to, because, I mean... And one of the crazy thing is, for all of you who don't know, I actually have kids, people watching me from all over the world. So like I said, I have a friend who watches on here. He's from England. There's another guy from Greece. There's another one from India. Another few from Brazil. Japan. Iran, of all places. Poland, which is where my dad's side of the family's from. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing to know. And Turkey. Turkey, of all places. I really want to know what I sound like in Turkish. I'm just saying. I don't know if they have, closed captioning like that where it makes me sound Turkish, but I really want to know. I really want to know. There's another one in Germany. Okay, Germany. France. I've got people watching me from all over the world, which is absolutely incredible. Incredible. Like, when I was doing my first video, the last thing I was thinking, I wonder how many people from every single country was going to be watching me. Like, I did not plan that at all. So, I mean, God has been good. God is good right now. Oh, my goodness. Cheddar scratched your leg. Good. There's a reason they call it sharp cheddar. You gotta be careful around that cheese. I'm just saying. Although that might also be the cheesiest scratch I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, you gotta be careful around that sharp cheddar. You gotta be careful around that. Sometimes that's sharper than a knife. Sharper than a paper cut. It's weird. They call it sharp cheddar, but I've never heard of soft cheddar. Typical. Let's see. My wedding was up in Morehead City, not far. That sounds familiar. I think I've heard of that one too. She's lovely most of the time. Let's see. So let's see. Any other voices? I can do Yoda. Okay. I can do Yoda. It's a little more tricky, but I can. Okay, here we go. I gotta get the voice into my head, gotta think of a line, and then I gotta get it out. It might take me a couple times to do it perfectly. Trying to think of a line. It's been a long time since I've seen Star Wars.
Ready? Are you? Huh? No. You are not ready.
Sorry, that wasn't quite right.
Ready? Ready?
No.
Ready? Are you? Ready?
No. No. Yeah, that's right. You have to speak backwards. Ah, okay. The problem is he does a little bit deeper when he says that. That's the tricky part.
Do or do not. There is no try. Do. Do.
Yeah. If you can get the first word out, that's the hard part. If you can get the first word out, then the rest of it flows smoothly. But man, my hat's off to Frank Oz, who did Yoda's voice in every single Star Wars movie. I mean, my goodness.
Ready? Are you?
Man, I can't think of any other lines. That's funny. Oh boy.
Oh, judge me by my size, do you?
That was better. That was better. You gotta do a little bit higher. He has more of a high-pitched voice when he talks.
Oh.
And that might be the best thing that I can do is yeah.
A new.
Yep.
A new.
Yeah. Can't get it out. Yeah. Think you made my day, you did. I do my best. I mean, do my best I do.
My best I do.
There we go. There it is.
My best I do.
Yoda is one of the best characters, I think, in just about any movie. I know, I could be absolutely wrong about that, but...
Oh.
It is a tricky voice, because, I mean, not many people can do that one. I mean, again, my hat's off to Frank Oz. One of the best voice actors out there, literally. Somebody I aspire to be, okay? Somebody I aspire to be. You know, a lot of times, because I can do so many different voices, I wonder if there's such a thing as an Academy Award for the only actor to voice every single character in a single movie. Again, I can be the all-powerful hero. The all-powerful king.
I can also be the damsel in distress. It's not that hard.
Or I can be just a guy from Scotland. A little guy from Ireland. I can be the villain. Yes, the villain. You know what I need? Ah, here we are. Let's get me this guy. Let's get me this one. This is the Lava Golem, also from Eldrador.
Excuse me. I am wondering something. Could somebody please direct me to the Lytton family event? I think I took a wrong turn at the other junction. I know I passed that tree over there before. Erg. Don't worry. I'm actually coming to help you light off the fireworks. I made a fire after all. Yes, made a fire. What? You say I should go that way? Alright, going that way. But if you're wrong, don't, you best be glad. You must be hoping that you're not wrong. Because I'm paying attention. Close attention.
I actually worked in pharmaceuticals as a pharmaceutical scientist. Oh boy. Let's see. Excuse me. Yes, I have to wonder something. Could you, I hear you have food. I'm a little hungry right now. I'm a tiger. I should be hungry. No, don't you run. Nope, don't you run now. I want to join you. Your festivities. Yes, to say happy 275th. What? Oh, 250th birthday. Very well. I will try my best to be there. To be there. Yeah. And I might bring all my other fire tiger friends. What? You don't want me to bring all my fire tiger friends? What's wrong with you? They're not that bad. They might be a little temperamental, a little hot-headed. See what I did there? Yeah, okay. I'll be there in a minute. Fire tigers. I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see here. Excuse me. Good. Stop right there. Stop what you're doing. You cannot go any further until you say that Darth Vader is the best. Alright? You can't. Nope. Don't you walk away from me. I've got a speeder. I will use it if I have to. What? You're not going to say it? Well, we're going to have to take you to the Emperor himself. That's quite unfortunate for you. Yes, quite unfortunate. Well, come along. I will follow you from behind. Because if you try anything funny, well, it'll be the last time you do. Are you coming or not? Vader, they're not coming. Well then, that's unfortunate. Whew. Okay. Well, okay, that's like really close. Sorry about that. All right, hey everybody. I'm a Maine Coon. And I would just like to say happy birthday to Cat America. Yep, Cat America. Yep, it's 250 years old. Cat country. Yep, we rule this land, just like every other cat. Yep, just like every other cat tree on Earth. Now don't worry, there's room for the dogs. Somewhere. Very far from us. Cat America. Come on and see us. Pet us. Feed us. Love us. I hear that there is somebody who loves cats. I too love cats. I've had just over 10 cats in my life, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Hopefully you don't have the TV turned up too much, because I don't want to accidentally say it, and then she comes running all the way back from the fireworks, because she heard that. That would be bad. That would be bad. Right there. Right there. So, I am from the farm.
trying to find my way back. I crossed the road back there. Yep, crossed the road, and I'm just a lowly old cow. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Nope. Oh, hey, there's another cow over there. He don't look familiar, though. Yeah, he don't look familiar at all. Hey, is that a pig? Oh, that must be a pig over there. You all know what pigs are, right? Alright. Of course, everybody knows what a pig is. It's like the first thing you learn about as a kid. Pigs, cows, zebras. I don't even know what a zebra is. They have spots? Yeah, zebras have spots, don't they? Yeah, they do. Okay. What? They have stripes? Well then. They don't have stripes or spots. What is this? Oh, leopards have spots. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're leopards. They're the big cats with the mange. Got it. Right? What? Oh. The lions have mange? Not leopards? I am so confused. I'm a very confused cow right now. There, the next thing you're going to tell me is that polar bears are white. That's ridiculous. Everybody knows a polar bear is yellow. What? Polar bears are white? Oh my goodness. Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for the bears. I mean, if they're white, they're going to be able to get seen in their, in the forest. Right? What was that? You're trying to tell me that a polar bear does not live in the forest? It is up north, in the Arctic. What's the Arctic? I have no idea what that is. I've never been there. Sounds delightful. Yeah, I think I'd like to live in the Arctic sometime. Yeah, that might be nice. Sounds nice and warm. Right. Polar. That means cold, doesn't it? Oh, that's not going to work. All right. Well, nice talking to you. See, you can never be too old to play with toys. I don't care how old you are. You can be 91. You can be 101. Do you want to play with toys? Please do. Please do. And I will say this. Like, people are always asking me, when I go to the zoo, and I'm not just saying this, so everybody knows this. It has been proven for the last 15 years that the Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo and Aquarium is the #1 zoo in America. I'm not just saying that here, all right? I know there's some amazing zoos in this country. Just got out of the water. Okay. At first I thought that was Finn that said that. I'm like, you just got out of the water? That's quick. Yes, Protator is here. He's out of the water. All right. Does snorkeling go well for you, sir? Hopefully snorkeling went good. Let's see. So, kids always ask me, how big is a polar bear? How big is a squid? What's the biggest squid in the world? I am an encyclopedia when it comes to animals. Dinosaurs, not all the time. That is Protator's territory. So, did you know that a polar bear on all fours is 6 feet tall? 6 feet tall. Now, if anybody in the Litton family is 6 feet tall, I want you to stand up and imagine a polar bear on all fours standing next to you. Okay? Now, I want you to stay standing and imagine a polar bear standing on its hind legs. If it's 6 feet tall, yes, on its hind legs, they are double that. They can grow up to 12 feet tall on their hind legs. Now, the room I'm in is 8 feet. Okay? The room I'm in
is 8 feet. So a polar bear on its hind legs can stand 4 feet more than this room. I'm 5'2". Okay, I am actually short. But it's 12 feet? That's 7 feet more than me. Now, they are one of the top predators, if not the top predator in the world. Okay? They are apex predators. They are the kings of the north. They are the most powerful predator on land. But did you know that a polar bear is not actually white? They're not white. Nah, I know what you're thinking. Creature keeper. A polar bear is white. Yes. This is true. I mean, look at all those bears right there. All them polar bears, those are white. Okay, alright, true. But, polar bear is not actually white. Okay? They are much darker. Much darker. A polar bear could beat a crocodile. Oh yeah. Polar bear could beat a crocodile easily. Now, with that said, a crocodile has one of the top 4 strongest bites in the world from any animal. Hippo is another one. We'll talk about hippos in a minute. I love teaching about animals. I go once a month to my grandparents' retirement home, and I actually do teach the residents there. Oh yeah. I'm going back in a few weeks. Not sure why Grace is running in front of the screen frantically yelling. Apparently it's time for the fireworks. Grace, it's not time yet. It's not time yet. Or does she want me to come watch the fireworks? Because I will. It might take me a little while to get there, but I'll just imagine it, right? I'll just pretend that I'm there in spirit, Grace. So, yeah, polar bear's not actually white. They are actually dark brown. They're almost like a grizzly bear. Much bigger, much bigger than a grizzly bear. Grace is crazy, and I am looking forward to seeing how Maddie is. I mean, if Maddie is anything like her sister, this is gonna be fun. That's great. And congratulations once again. Oh my goodness. Alright, anyway. So, where was I? Oh yes. Polar bears. Not white. They are the biggest of all the bears. They're kings of the north. Even a pack of wolves is not going to take on one fully grown polar bear. That's not happening. A polar bear could easily beat a tiger. Okay? Tigers are the largest of all the big cats. Now, I know. Lions are taller. Okay. Lions can grow up to about 550 pounds. A tiger can grow up to 650. 100 pounds more than a lion. That's why that makes tigers the biggest. Because they're much more powerful. They're apex predators. And also, lions, male lions, don't hunt. They don't hunt. Lions rely on the lioness to do all the hunting. Because a lion is extremely powerful, yes, but very lazy. They sleep more than anything, while the lioness go out and do all the hunting. Okay? A tiger is a lone wolf, right? A tiger does not travel in packs. It doesn't travel in a pride or a troop, as a group of monkeys is called, or gorillas. a tiger always walks by itself. Usually male lion always walks by, or male tiger, sorry, always walks by itself. That is what makes them so dangerous, is because they don't have to rely on other parts of their clan, if you will. They only rely on themselves, which gives them much more power. So, hippos. Hippos. Oh my goodness. Hippos are an apex predator. I know. When you see a hippo, it's very easy to think, what? No, hippos eat grass. They eat leaves. They eat brush. They're herbivores. I'm glad you think that. Yes, they do eat vegetables. They do eat plants. However, they are apex predators because they are like goats. They will eat anything. In fact, hippos are 6 feet tall. I know. Hippos are 6 feet tall on all fours. When I was a kid, I'd see a hippo, I'm like, oh, that's got to be like, 4.5 feet, maybe 5. And then I hear that a hippo is actually as tall as my dad. I'm sorry, what now? I'm sorry. And a hippo's mouth, right? A hippo's mouth is so large, it could probably eat, I've seen a video where it ate an entire jaguar. A jaguar came up to a pool, having no idea that there was a hippo sitting right under there, and the hippo lunged out and took the jaguar down. It wasn't bothering the hippo. The hippos are the most aggressive animals in the world. They're the most aggressive animals. Now, I would love to see a hippo versus a polar bear. The polar bear is going to win. Oh yeah, polar bear is going to win. However, if the hippo is underwater and the polar bear is not, hippo is going to win easily. Because hippos are expert swimmers. Expert swimmers. They're so fast underwater. And when you think about a hippo, their legs are about, that tall, right? They're short. Their bodies are massive. They're massive. You wouldn't think that a leg, that short would be able to jump or charge that hard. But they are so fast when they lunge out of the water, that animal better be on high alert. So, yeah, a hippo is an amazing animal, but they are very aggressive. Very aggressive. And a hippo and a polar bear and a tiger will all see you before you see them. Now, I asked a group of people, that stay at the retirement home a few months ago, do you know what could take down a polar bear? And my grandpa, oh my goodness, my grandpa, who was like, he went to a lot of shooting competitions, old time cowboy revolver shooting competitions. He said, well, I've got a revolver that could probably take down a polar bear. I said, no. That's not gonna kill a polar bear. He said, no, you just gotta hit it, one shot. I'm like, no. A polar bear's hide is thick, is very thick. Even a revolver bullet is not gonna take one down. Now, I absolutely love polar bears, so I'm not gonna be teaching everybody how to go take one out, because polar bears are in my top 10 favorite. even though they are incredibly aggressive. And the reason that they have that white looking coat is so that they can stay blended in, right, to the cold north. Now, I think a lot of people, penguins are a perfect example of what I'm about to say. You got the Arctic, which is very cold. You got the Antarctic, which is very cold. I think so many people, myself included, always thought, oh, penguins must be up north. Nope. There are no penguins up north. Penguins only live down south. Only. They live on the very southern tip of South America and the Antarctica. How they can survive there in the brutal cold is amazing. A lot of blubber. I love that word. A lot of blubber. Let's see here. Their hair is hollow. Are you talking about penguins? Because yes, that's one of the things about penguins. A lot of them, most of them actually don't have fur. They don't have fur. They're completely smooth. Completely smooth. Now if you're talking about polar bear, yes. Their hair is, yes. Polar bear hair is so thick. It's so long. It would stop a bullet. Oh yeah, it would stop a bullet. An arrow is not gonna do it. Arrow's not gonna do it. If you really want to know how to take out a polar bear, there's only one place. There's only one place. Right there. Right there. That's the thinnest spot on a polar bear. No, I'm not telling you to go kill polar bears. I'm not saying that. Because I would probably have to come and get you. I'd probably be sending all my polar bears after you for doing that. But what I'm saying is, if you're in danger, right? If you're in danger, that's the spot you want to go for. Now, I know I can't hear anybody, but I'm going to give you all like 10 seconds. And Finn, if you want to respond on this, what everybody says, what do you do if you are walking alone in a forest or the woods or whatever, and you see a fully grown black bear or brown bear? What do you do? What's like the main consensus here of what everybody says? And Relaxing Music, Johnson, 1899, this is for you as well. What do you do if you see a polar bear? Relaxing? What's your answer? Picking up Grace by the legs and I'm out of there. Fair. That's fair. That's fair. Yes. All right. However, I should probably start by asking, what do you not do? Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Most popular. Same. Back up slowly with your eyes towards them. Yes. Yes. You can do that. You can do that. The most important thing is actually what Relaxing Music just said. That's beating your chest. That's yelling as loud as you can. Don't lay down. Don't lay down. The number one thing you do not want to do with a bear is run. That's the number one thing you do not do, is run. Because a bear will see that as a challenge and they will outrun you. Now, yes, beating your chest, yelling as loud as you can, making yourself look and sound bigger than the bear. So I'm sorry, you might not have a voice after doing that, but it's either your voice or your life. So, yeah, don't lay down. Don't lay down. A lot of people will say, lay down and play dead. You don't lay down and you don't run. Let's see, same with the sharks. I have definitely slipped up near sharks where I keep my back turned and tried. Yeah, that too. Now I just back up fast in my eyes towards them. Right. Keeping absolute eye contact is crucial. That is so crucial. Yeah, so backing up slowly will be kind of a challenge for them. It will be kind of a challenge. But keeping eye contact, that right there is crucial. Beating your chest, yelling as loud as you can, waving your arms, making yourself sound crazy, but bigger and stronger than the bear. Now, let's back that up. What do you do if you see a baby bear? What do you see if you see a bear cub? Before you see the mother. Before you see the mama bear, what do you do if you see a bear cub? That is when you actually just turn and walk away. That is when you turn and walk away. Because as long as you don't see the mother, you turn around and you just go the way you just came. Because more than likely, the way you were going is where the mother bear is. That's your little lesson on bear survival. So many people will say, oh, just stand there and stand like a statue. And yeah, how much are you going to be able to stand still if the bear comes right up to you and sniffs you? I'm just saying. I've seen bears run on their hind legs, which is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. It's one of the craziest things. I have seen it. Let's see. I have done this a couple times where the shark will get too close and you just have to slowly put your hand on their nose and just push it. Yes. A lot of times, yes. That is one of the biggest things you can do with a shark, depending on the shark, is just put your hand on their nose and gently push them the opposite direction. They will leave you alone for the time being. Not forever, not for good, but sharks are smart. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, so if you ever see a bear, a full-grown bear, don't run. If you see a bear cub before the main grown bear, walk away. Don't run. Because if the mother bear sees you, yeah, if you don't see the mother bear but she sees you running, she will chase. Every time. Let's see. Oh, that's good. Maybe Grace can just scare them away. She can run at them at full speed. She's a ferocious beast. Maybe that's why she was running in front of the screen. She was trying to scare something away. Maybe she was pretending there was a bear and she was scaring it away. That perfect. You're training her well already. Oh my goodness, glitchy nightmares. I haven't seen you in like forever. Oh my goodness, glitchy nightmares. Wow. That's been a long time. How are you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. Here's a question. Here's a question. Oh, sometimes when I encounter yeah, bull sharks. Yeah, bull sharks are a little different. I like I said, it depends on the shark. I mean, if it's like a nurse shark, easy. Bamboo shark, easy. Tiger shark, no. Bull shark, maybe. Megamouth, yeah, that's fine. Great white, depends. But yeah, tiger sharks are. There's a reason they're called tiger sharks. There's a reason they're called that. You ever tried to push a tiger away so it doesn't attack you? Yeah, good luck with that. They're 650 pounds. I'm just saying. Here's a question. Here's a question. Here's a question. For any of the kids that are watching the TV with Finn, I love putting nurse sharks are awesome. Yeah, but for any of the kids watching with Finn right now, is there a particular animal that one of you wants to know about? Let's throw that out for questions. Is there any question? Is there any animal that you want to know about? Now I know a lot about just about every animal, but there are a few that I don't have figures of that I've never even heard of. So before the answer or answers come up, did you know that only 20 to 25% of our oceans have been discovered? People, most of our planet is water. Most of our planet is actually water. That's a ton. 70% has not been discovered yet. I don't care who you are, that is a lot of water. 17-year-old niece would like to know about beavers. Ah, okay. Beavers. I love beavers. Love them. All right. Beavers, they have two buck teeth. Two sharp front teeth. They use that to gnaw on just about any type of wood. Any type of wood that they think can dig their teeth into to build their houses, to build their dams. Now, an interesting fact about beavers is their tail. Their tail actually kind of works like the rudder of a boat. Okay? Their tail actually helps them swim faster through the water. So if you've ever wondered why does a beaver have such a flat tail, that's actually why. That's actually why. They use their tail up and down quickly, and that actually helps them glide through the water a lot smoother and a lot faster. Beavers control waterways. That is not wrong. That is not wrong. Yes, so many people don't like beavers only because, yes, they build their dams on waterways, which in turn could create a flood in a city. Okay? So let's picture this. You've got a river. Okay, you've got a river. It's flowing, everything's going fine. Over here, there's a town. Okay? There's a town or a city or whatever over here. If that lake, if that river gets dammed up by the beaver's house, that could create that water that's over here, because again, the water's going this way, that water over here is going to get filled up, and it's going to create more rivers where there shouldn't be, and it's going to create floods that are going in different directions, probably towards that town. Now, there's a lot of people that don't like beavers because of that, but there's a lot of people that actually love beavers because of that. And let me tell you why, because while, yes, it can create floods, it can also work the other way around. Okay? Beavers are one of the smartest animals. Absolutely one of the smartest animals. I don't know of many animals like them, right? That can create an entire house. Right? We have at the zoo here, it's called the Kingdom of the Nights. They're nocturnal. Beavers are nocturnal. Now, yes, you will see them awake during the day, yes. But most of the time, they are actually nocturnal, and that's when they go out and hunt or go find wood, to keep building their house. And beavers are actually adorable. I actually think they are actually kind of cute. They can carry quite a bit of wood, quite a bit of sticks in their mouth. Okay, they can carry quite a bit of sticks in their mouth to build or repair their house. They're like beavers are like the ultimate house builders because they will build their house, but if it gets damaged in any way, they turn into repairmen, right? They turn into the ultimate repairmen, repairing their house, whatever happened to it. A beaver's dam can be very small. It can be humongous. I couldn't tell you exactly how big a beaver dam can get at the biggest, but I can tell you they can be wider than this room, longer than this room. Yeah, they can get absolutely huge. And usually there's only one door, or at least one pathway. Yeah, because in the Kingdom of the Nights here at the zoo, when you go in there, all the lights are off, right? All the lights are off because there's crocodiles, there's alligators, there's turtles. They're all walking around, all that, obviously behind cages and all that. But then there's the beavers. The beavers are swimming around in the dark, looking for food, looking for sticks. Then they go into their house, do whatever. Then they come back. They're practically awake all the time. But a lot of times they're actually awake during the night. Beavers love fish. Beavers love to eat fish. They love to, and they're kind of like, in a way, they're kind of like hippos. They're omnivores, right? They're omnivores. They're carnivorous, but they're also herbivores. They'll eat fruit. Oh yeah. But they absolutely love fish. They love fish. So I don't know if you guys have any, beavers down there, but if you see one, try to catch a fish and throw it to that beaver. You'll see quite a spectacle. There's a little place just south of us. It's a little like cafe restaurant. They have incredible chicken, incredible catfish, and incredible cornbread. Oh my goodness, so good. But it's right on the Platte River. And the Platte River, you never know if it's going to be low or if it's going to be so high that it could flood. And it has flooded there many times. But a lot of times when we were there, I'd be watching with my cousins when we were little. And there's all these beavers, just going down the river, following the stream. And they're carrying wood, they're carrying food, they're, carrying whatever they can, because really, a beaver's dam is never done. It's never done. They're constantly building it. Either because things keep happening to it, or they want to make sure that nothing happens to it. So, yeah, they're excellent swimmers. They're excellent swimmers, just like otters. And I'll tell you a little story. So, I lived in the middle of the city. Okay, I live in the middle of the city. there's a little creek. There's a little creek over there, you know, down a little ways, like a couple blocks. There is a. So, I was out back. Okay, I'm gonna start there. I was out back, about to mow the yard, and this animal, huge animal. I've always said that there's no shortage of wildlife. I mean, we got bunnies, we've got squirrels, we've got birds, of course. We've got hawks. Oh yeah. There's a bald eagle that flies around every once in a while. Beautiful, beautiful animal. Uh, so it's funny because this huge animal, never seen it before. Never seen an animal like this in the wild. I thought it was a beaver. Big, brown, hairy, furry, had a face like a beaver. But then I saw its tail. Then I thought, that's not flat like a beaver tail. This thing is full of fur. And I am as still as a statue because I've never seen this animal before. I live in the middle of the city. I'm as still as a statue. This thing comes right up to my foot. Came right up to my foot, sniffed it, and then bounded through the yard like it had just eaten a whole bunch of catnip. Went absolutely crazy. Well, I go inside. And this is years ago. And my mom is sitting in the kitchen. And I said, you would not believe what just happened. So we start looking this thing up and we find out it's a woodchuck. It was a woodchuck. Looks just like a beaver. Looks just like a beaver, but it doesn't have the flat tail like one. Beavers can get, they can get big. I mean, they're not huge, but they're not small. No, on all fours, a beaver could probably get about that big. At least a couple feet. At least a couple feet. At the hump, there's a little hump in their back. That's like the tallest part of them. The length, I'm trying to remember, because I've seen some pretty big beavers. I would say 2.5 feet. I mean, I've seen some, maybe even 3 feet. A whole yardstick. I mean, beavers can get long. They're not huge like a hippopotamus. Nowhere close. But they ain't small. Woodchuck is interesting because, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would? I remember that so well. Woodchucks are interesting animals because they can get big. Oh, they can get big. I mean, the one that I saw, I don't know if he was full grown. Like, I had never done any research on a woodchuck before because I'd never seen one. So that was different. But yeah, they're very hairy. They're very furry, hairy, furry, whatever. Very furry tail. Very bushy. Again, they have a face that's almost like a beaver. Almost like a beaver, but they're big. And for a while, I thought maybe it was like a wolverine. I was thinking it was a badger, because again, I'd never seen a woodchuck before. At least not in real life. So I was trying to figure out what in the world this thing was. So, there you go. There's a lot more that I could tell you, but I don't want to, blow your brains here. But anyway, there's a little information on beavers. I think the most amazing thing is about their tails. Only because, yes, they're just like a rudder. And manatees are exactly the same way with their tail. a lot of times they'll also use their tails to like dig through the sand at the bottom of lakes or rivers or oceans or whatever, just to find food, or just to find something that they need or want or whatever. So their tails can be used in a lot of different ways. But yeah, I love beavers. I love me some beavers. Great animal. Yeah, it's a good one. Any others? Any other animals anybody wants to know about? I will also say that beavers, they don't live incredibly long in the wild. They don't live in... There you go. Just had a little reconnecting there on the screen. Must be 2 hours. Happens every 2 hours. Let's see here. Yes. Beavers also use their tail to create noise, to scare other like predators, but they also use it to communicate to other beavers. Now, if a beaver has to cross, a frozen lake or something, they will actually use that tail to find the weak spots. In the ice, so that they know, okay, this is the stronger spot, this is where I should walk, so that they don't, fall in. But there you go. Yeah, that's a very good point. They do use their tail to ward off predators and to warn other beavers. Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, that's not everything about beavers, but there you go. There's a little information. I don't know what you'll do with that information, but there you go. Now you have it. Let's see. It is 8:45. I know you guys have a fireworks show that's gonna be starting here pretty soon, and I actually have to get going. I actually do have to get going. I am getting hungry. All this talk about food earlier, chicken wings and all that good stuff. Oh, that sounds good right now. And all this talk about beavers eating fish, that sounds good too. Of course. Yeah, no. Like I said, I'm probably going to get going here so that you guys can go, just have fun with that and watch all the fireworks without me. I saw quite a few last night. A lot of them. It was pretty amazing. But I would just like to thank everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being on. Thank you to the entire Litton family. I am just glad that I was not so terrified of an entire theater audience watching me. Yep. No worries, mate. Thanks everybody for being on. I hope you guys have a great night. And hey, please watch my videos. Please like. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. I'm just over 1,500. And I'm also trying to get to 3,000 hours so that I can actually do this for real full time. Because that's kind of my dream right now. So, yeah, if anybody has any other questions about animals, please let Finn know, and he can, let me know, and I can send information back to him. So, you guys are awesome. I'm gonna go eat. But you guys go enjoy the fireworks. Happy 250th birthday, America. Hopefully we're around for another 250 years. And I will hopefully see you guys soon. Have a great night. Love you guys. Yeah. Whenever your family wants to enjoy another stream, please do. I'm always here. Literally. All right. You have Grace dressed in a little firework. That's awesome. You gotta send me a picture of that. That's beautiful. It's adorable. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. I'll be live again tomorrow night at 6:45 p.m. Central Time. All right. You guys go have fun out there no matter what you do this week. Go have fun. See ya.